So, my dear friends, the part of home remedies, we will be discussing today about acupressure for constipation. So everybody, most of the people nowadays in the modern days, especially with the modern kind of a modern food style is causing, and modern lifestyle is causing this issue basically in a rampant way. This constipation is a big issue. Especially friends, this constipation is not a disease, it's a symptom. It's a symptom, you can say. The symptom of your physical body. So why it happens? How it happens? Your bowels, especially the bowels for anybody, bowels movement is not good. It is very hard. Okay, it's hard so that you're not able to pass the two stools. Stools are not going out properly, and the bowels movement is very slow. So with this, what happen? You get into the issue, or you get into the condition of constipation. You are unable to clean your bowels properly. So that's a problem. Okay, this is called constipation. Okay, so if you understand the root cause of the constipation, then you can remove that constipation, isn't it? What happens if you go to the allopathy? They won't ask any root cause. They simply give one tablet. That's a chemical-based tablet, which you may get constipation relieved for some time, but which is going to cause some other issues in your physical body. That's why. So go for the natural methods, food-based methods. Otherwise, acupressure, mudra-based, something you do, then come out of this constipation and become healthy again. Okay, so that's what we need to do. What are the reasons for this constipation? If you try to understand, one is basically the low amount of fiber intake is there in our food. What is the kind of fiber intake? The fiber intake, my dear friends, we always use this, so-called white rice, chapati, and then all other sugar-related items, some sweets, all this, so many other things we consume day to day, right? So in these items, especially the so-called the amount of fiber, it's called nara padartha, is like the so-called the insoluble and soluble fiber. Two types are there. So these fiber component within your food is less. When it is less, what happens, friends? So the kind of the digestion takes place. The kind of digestion takes place is also going to be reduced, or which also is also going to be hampered. When the digestion is not proper because of the lack of fiber component in your food, then it causes so-called indigestion. When indigestion happens, what happens? It causes acidity, it causes gastric issues, it also causes constipation. It also causes constipation. That's how this problem started happening. So for the better digestion and for the better so-called the expulsion, or you can say the whatever the visarjan, right? So-called digestion and expulsion. For both the process, or what you can say excretion and the digestion. For these two processes, the amount of fiber intake must be in a proper quantity in your day-to-day food. Now, so what is the fiber component expected? The fiber component required for a proper digestion, proper excretion, that is 20 to 30 grams in the food what you take. 20 to 30 grams fiber must be existing, must be present in your food what you take in a day-to-day basis. So where do we get this 20 to 30 grams? You must consume, avoiding these carbohydrates, more and more carbohydrates. You have to choose the whatever the rice which is having more so-called the fiber component. What are those? So-called siridhanya millets. The five type of millets are there, which I told in the earlier classes. So any millet you take, it has got about 8 to 12 grams. And apart from this, you will also eat vegetables. You also eat the raw vegetables, isn't it? And fruits and some other items. So out of these items, what happened? Some kind of the fiber will be supplied also. Altogether, it will be sufficient in a daytime. In a one daytime, the required amount of 20-30 grams will be met. Then your digestion process and your excretion process, both will be definitely great, and then you won't get into constipation at all. Okay, right, friends. So other than this, what are the other reasons we can say? Lack of sufficient intake of water. What we do, we don't take the water properly. Proper method of taking water, proper quantity of water, both are missing in our day-to-day life because of our busy schedules and stressful world, or the stressful living especially. Friends, what happens is everybody, so as I told in the previous classes, isn't it? So 2.5 liter is minimum intake of water. Otherwise, if your weight is about 60 kgs, the 6% of that you must drink. That is 3.6 liter. You must drink on a day-to-day basis. On a daily in one day, you must drink. That is the minimum quantity of water. How to drink? What is the method of drinking, which I covered in the previous class? Please follow that. Okay. So that's how you need to do. If you do this kind of a proper intake of water, my dear friends, your digestion also definitely going to be much helpful, and to expel out all this wastage. After the digestion, what happens? There are wastage. That wastage in the form of stool or whatever, it has to be expelled out of your body. To expel out of your body, you need to have proper water content, my dear friends. Of course, water content is much more helpful for so-called hydration of the body, hydration of the cell, which you already know it, isn't it? So that's how we need to clearly understand what are the root causes for this constipation. What is the other root cause, my dear friend? The other root cause will be more or less psychological in nature. What is psychological in nature? Many of the people, what happen? They'll be having a lot of bad thoughts, a lot of bad experiences, bad fast. See, in the past, some of the bad incidents happen. They keep remembering here. They won't let go. They won't let go at all. They'll be keeping here and storing here, and they'll be living all through their life. So now understand. Now try to understand where as they did not let go these wasteful thoughts, these wasteful incidents, wasteful memories. The same habit comes into their physical body, reflected into physical body such a way that they also won't let go this wastage properly. So this is something like psychological in nature, but it is going to cause constipation into the person. Please understand this. Now, so other than this, what happened? Increasing in acidity, that's going to cause so-called constipation, and especially undigested food, especially friends, undigested food is going to cause the constipation. So like this. So whenever the indigestion happens, my dear friends, in the stomach, what happens is it generates a lot of heat. So that heat which is generated within your physical body is also going to cause so-called gastric issue, acidity issue again. So with this, what happened? The constipation also get into the picture. So now, in order to reduce this constipation, what you need to do? You need to reduce the body temperature. How the body temperature can be reduced? So drink this A2 desi cow buttermilk properly, and some of the juices. So red pumpkin juice. If you definitely take it, so your body temperature will be cooled down. Then the constipation also will be removed properly, my dear friends. So other than this, what else you can do is, of course, I told you the proper intake of fiber component is essential in order to remove the constipation permanently from your physical body, from your system. Please understand this and follow all these guidelines. Okay. So other than this, still this persists. Still you are continuing this so-called constipation. As I mentioned in the previous classes, always you must follow this Apana Mudra. Isn't it? Apana Mudra. Practicing the Apana Mudra 30 minutes, 40 minutes in a day, it is also going to provide the greatest relief from the constipation. Friends, so other than this, I'm also trying to teach today the acupressure point, which is essential for the curing of this constipation. Right? So let's discuss about the acupressure point today, my dear friends. Now, if you observe your face, on the face, right, especially this point, chin point, on the chin, there is a point here. This point, what you need to do, or like a round anti-clockwise, you can go on. Just little pressure you can do like this. You can go on anti-clockwise, some 2-3 times. After that, what you need to do? So of course, this especially acupressure, when you are practicing, take a deep 3-4 breaths. Take a deep breath 3-4 times, leave it, then sit straight. So keep your thumb here, do like this horizontally, so that like clock and anti-clockwise rotate on this point. This is a chin on your chin. There is a point. This point is basically, so it is related to constipation point. If you do like this, the constipation will be gone, and you get the stool pass. All your stools will be passed very easily if you start pressing this point and applying the pressure here. So this point, you have again after rotating clockwise or clockwise, now press at least 30-40 times here, like this, like this. Press 5 seconds, like this, release it. Press 5 seconds, release it. So like this 30, 40 times, if you do like this, my dear friends, it will be constipation will be relieved. That is number 1 point. The second point is you also need to understand in your any palm, both right or left palm. So at this point, there are 3 dots I kept it here. Just check, just observe 3 dots here. Okay. So for 3 dots, what happened? You take small coconut oil, little coconut oil for this, then just nicely rub it. Massage 3 points. Right? We are massaging 3 points. So slowly and 2-3 minutes. After that, what you need to do, take this thumb on this, especially this point, press like this. 5 seconds. Press it 5 seconds, release it. Again, press it 5 seconds, release it. Like this 30 to 40 times. If you do it, this point is related to stomach point in order to cause proper digestion. In order to cause proper digestion, so that indigestion is removed, then constipation is also gone. So these are the 2 points. Please use for anybody suffering from constipation. Please use these 2 points. You don't need to take any unnecessary medicines, my dear friends. Okay. So thank you so much, friends, for listening carefully about these 2 topics. Okay.